And the memes are flying. The story is getting much more funny, full meltdown mode, and of course, a call to arms to take down criticism and wink wink memes / hashtags that are so-called misleading, really just a protection for somebody that got caught, at very least, BSing the public and making a situation much worse than it already was. Of course, I'm talking about the Capitol riots on the 6th of January, where we've been hearing from Miss Cortez that she was almost killed by Ted Cruz, and a story where she claims, quote, "I thought I was going to die," unquote. As it turns out, she was not in the Capitol building. She was in the Capitol complex, somewhere called the Cannon Building, which is down the street. Yes, there is tunnels in there and things of that nature, but it does seem like she feigned that she was in the Capitol building. I cannot find that she directly said, "I was in the Capitol building." Now, the Capitol complex extends outside of the Capitol building. Not all the senators and the congressmen are one spot. They usually move in towards there, she's only been a senator for so long. They usually move in there as people leave, as they're there longer. That was my experience when I took a tour of D.C. But some people don't actually ever even move in there because the newer buildings are much more spacious and suit their needs more. So she was in a place called the Cannon Building. And as it turns out, and this is side of breaking news within the past 2 hours, she said at 1 p.m. on the 6th she was told to hide. And that's a full hour before the Capitol was actually breached, and a good 8 minutes before the first barrier was breached. So she's psychic, apparently. So she deserves criticism. Why does this fall in the shot from the point territory? Well, she's made a call to arms. Listen to this, and a message to her fans. And I say fans because these aren't politically minded people. They're just fans. I mean, we've seen them with the Trump crowd, too. Scan your social media to find posts with this misleading information, especially those using a trending hashtag. Hashtag Alexandria Ocasio-Smollett. First of all, that's a joke. That's a meme. That's a goof, right? I think it's fair to say she's being disingenuous in what kind of danger she was in. Unless she's psychic. The Cannon Building, which she never had, well, I did have a bomb threat, was never breached. And she tells this story. She hit her office and she heard banging. And there was a guy out there that was claiming to be a cop, and she didn't know who he was. Thought she was going to die. And now, look, the statement, "I thought I was going to die," no one can say that's a lie or it's not. But the whole thing becomes pretty fishy, whether she meant that or not, when you find out that the actual break-in in the Capitol building took place an hour after she was told to kind of duck and cover. So she's taking a lot of crap. And she basically goes on here, identify posts with threatening and harassing and use built-in report features, flag them for moderators. Facebook and Twitter both have built-in tools reporting posts and tweets that break the rules. So that in itself doesn't sound too bad, the stuff that's already against TOS. But how much you want to bet, and how much you want to bet she knows? They're going to try to flag everything. I mean, who does she think she is? She's like some SJW feminist that the skeptics are making videos on in 2014-15. I mean, this is a total YouTube content loser, Susie Lou loser content creator move. I think it's fair to say she's disingenuous. And of course, we got I got people on my timeline. I'll talk about that tonight, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll go over the beams and everything. I got people on my timeline, splitting hairs. I don't know that she ever said she was in danger. Well, here's a clipper saying she thinks she thought she was going to die. That's not the same thing. Whoa. We'll go with that. So you'd have her, go team, the same way I root for the New York Rangers, rooting for this person who's completely disingenuous. And I do want to point out, this is not the first time she had an incident like this. A couple years ago, remember when Trump was putting kids in cages? There's a very famous picture of her grabbing and swooning over a chain link fence. You don't see the other side of the fence, so you're led to believe, sort of like this, you were kind of led to believe that she was in direct danger, that she's witnessing, kids being hurdled up, and she's, oh my God. And it turns out on the other side of the fence was just a kind of an empty roadway leading to the facility. She didn't see anything other than guards. So it was a photo op moment, and in a sense, this was too. This was completely exaggerated to really further a divide in our country, just like she did, 2-3 years ago, and she'll continue to do it. And now she's telling everybody to flag stuff, and damn well that the memes are going to be flagged. The legitimate criticism is going to be flagged, and that's exactly what she wants. This is very, very transparent. She's a very transparent person, and I got to be saying, goddamn evil. I really, our country is in a real bad state, and she seems to be reveling in it and trying to throw gas in the fire deliberately, willfully. And God, that it is it's sad, it's disgusting, but I wouldn't be surprised if you start seeing accounts, even my own. I put the meme out there. I put the memes out there. I put the hashtag out there, and it's not misleading at all. Even if it was, it's a goof. And what are we gonna do? We only can we only can tweet true things on Twitter because come on. It's like there's not two sides to a story anymore. There's only we can talk about what old Sandy Cortez from Yorktown thinks is true, but we can't talk about we can't talk about anything else. So that's the idea. Let's see if big tech jumps on her side, but it's pretty clear that she feigned the danger and may have straight up lied. I'm waiting for more information to come out to find out whether she whether this thing where the riot actually happened an hour after she took cover. She's like an X-Man, psychic powers. Jean Grey. Phoenix!
What don't kill you, gotta make you stronger.
Yeah, what don't kill you, gotta make you stronger.
What don't kill you, gotta make you stronger.
Yeah, what don't kill you, gotta make you stronger.
I just wanna have blood on your head.